Okay, welcome to day 3 of this money masterclass. I hope you've enjoyed the past 2 days and the worthy transmission to really tune into your ability to know your worth inside of you, because that is where all energy and vibration emits from. So if you haven't had an opportunity to listen to that one yet, go back, enjoy it. And definitely you can play it again and again to really acknowledge and recognize your inner worth and how you feel. On day 2 yesterday, we also did some clearing from debt. And because your worthiness is going to start to increase and you're going to have shifts in your vibration and your perspective and your field, you are going to want more and more to be free from, although we don't have debtor's prison here, your own prison of debt that might energetically feel that way to you with limitations. So just to regroup for those people who maybe are watching this before the other ones, my name is Dawn and I am an energetic coach for money, and I shift the fields within the individual to attune with higher frequencies that bring wealth. And the energy is already starting to come through. So although we haven't started the official activation, it's coming through. So you are more than welcome to just relax and receive. And I'm going to just give you a summary and a recap of the money codes. So I am the facilitator of a system, a recoding energetic modality system that came through to me in Sedona in 2021. And at that point, I didn't really understood what happened to me, but over the years it's progressed, and they are actually going to be officially born on 8/8/2024, which is an 888 year. So I am super excited, and I'm sure you can pick up my energy. If I could stand, I would be dancing around here. This is a really good thing for the planet. The codes have come in for multitudes of reasons, but the primary reason is to begin to alleviate the amount of suffering that is on this planet from money, from the lack of money, from the misunderstood energies around it, from the blame that it has been given, that it is, some people even will call it the root of all evil. Money is none of those things. It is misbeliefs behind money that have been attached to it. And unfortunately, when you pick up money, you actually kind of pick up that vibration. In addition to that, you could have your own religious, family, friends, society, just mass consciousness that runs around the planet, floating into your beliefs that are creating this sort of angst or worry or fear around money. And what the money codes have come to do is to eradicate and get rid of all of those false beliefs and allow you to see money as it is, which is, it's a tool. It is our medium of exchange on this planet. If money was replaced tomorrow with chickens, then we would be trading chickens. And so what happens is it has a very high vibration, very high level for people to look at and understand it, and then move through a lot of what I call money blocks that are preventing the money from coming into you, as well as enjoying the money going out. So where do the money codes come from? They come from a field called the Universal Abundance Field, which is a very high vibrational field that exists in the quantum field is probably the easiest way to say it. There are lots of ways to interpret the energy that I see. It's the zone of all possibilities. It's the place of everything and yet nothing at all. And the energy is streamed down through the universal abundance field and then into each individual's personal money field, which is the best way to interpret it is you have your own fingerprints, you have your own personal money field that you are in charge of and that you will feel very connected to in new ways through these money codes as they start to adjust and shift your perspective and how you see money different than probably ever before. And what happens is the purpose of this is to alleviate a lot of the stress and the suffering and the limitations of the humans, because so many of us have so many gifts to give, but we can't if we are in a struggle state or a depressed state or an overwhelmed state. We sort of get tied up in our own energies, and then the money frequencies can't flow in. So we are going to start to allow the energies from the universal abundance field into our personal money fields to sort of untie all the knots, untie all the issues. And part of that was deactivating not only the debt, but even the karmic debt loop that runs sometimes in frequencies within lifetimes. So you could have it happening in multiple lifetimes within your life stream. And to also continue to remove the heavy densities that really restrict you from living the way you want to live. So that is kind of a summary of what we've done. The purpose of the money codes, again, they're here to help you. They are supportive, they are kind, they are gentle, they are loving. It almost feels like a warm blanket on a cold day or a cold drink on a hot day. It's something that just soothes the soul so that you have a chance to live a very healthy, vibrant life filled with success and opportunities and have a really healthy relationship with money. So with that, I want you to understand that you are a sovereign being, and the amount of money that you choose to experience in this lifetime is really up to you. There is no judgment. The money codes do not care if you ask for $1, a dime, or $10 billion. There's no judgment from this field. This field does not carry that. It's outside of time and space and any type of human egotistical analysis or parameters. It has no beginning, it has no end. It in itself is expansive. There is no judgment here. So what you want to begin to do is to really tune into what you want. And that's what this third day is. Because although this transference of energy comes in a group setting, the money codes work specifically with each person. They work directly with the person and the person's personal money field to attune the energies to what that person is desiring and where they are relative to that desire. It is gentle. It will never force you to do anything. It will not judge. It will not criticize. And if those things come up, there is a process where you have to acknowledge that's actually the human side of you bringing up your own inner judgment and your own inner critic of asking for whatever it is you want to ask for. So there is, through the attunement process, there's a clearing protocol you'll learn where you can then, almost like erasing a chalkboard in the old days, you can clear those limited human beliefs out of your personal money field, because there is no judgment, there is no criticism. Because what I have found is a lot of people that are drawn to the work that I do, both in groups and personally, when I work with people one-on-one, is that they have a very high vibration, and they usually are, they may not like the labels of these things, but they are healers in a way. They could be average people, like a teacher or a firefighter or a police officer or a hairdresser, or it doesn't matter the profession they're operating in, but their vibrations are very high. And through their work, they actually help to shift their energy with the transactions they're doing with money. So I have many people who are in a variety of professions who have seen this turn, this change. They often show me it as flipping the other side of the coin, where they understand how to work with the energy of money so that they can increase and then share more of their gifts. So that's very, very, very important. And along with the clearing protocol, they build a very strong foundation. And this foundation is pivotal, because if you don't have a strong foundation, for anyone who's in the field of construction, although you don't even need to be in that, you just conceptually know, if you don't have a strong foundation, your money story is going to be like a house of cards, and it's going to collapse. So that strong foundation is the first attunement. Then you learn how to clear, and then you allow the flow from the universal abundance field to come into your personal money field, to allow you to start to enjoy the in as well as to enjoy the out. Because when you feel worthy, and you understand that you are meant to be free here, you're meant to be free in a multitude of ways, including financially free. What it does is it opens up this flow where you understand investing, not debt, investing in yourself, where you understand, if I do this, if I say, go back to school and I take this class and I become a hairdresser, and then I will create this flow of um, my expression out into the world, and money just is the medium through which all of that happens. So what you see is people understand how to shift from debt to investments, debt to investments, debt to investments. And that's critical in having freedom, because it's okay to take a loan for something. They're great, you need them, right? But it's related to investing in something that is there to support you and help you grow. So what happens is, it's not even the frequency of debt anymore, although technically it would be called debt. The frequency has changed, and you understand it as an investment. And when you get that, the flow continues to flow in, so you can flow it out. And it's what we call economy. It's how we circulate this money energy through the world. This is how we do it. We are current, and money is current. It is a tool of current, of currency, right? Think about even the words we've given to it. How interesting. So you start to have this, and then you start to expand. And that is the fourth attunement that you receive through the Money Codes Level 1 process, is you start to expand. And I have one client who was doing very well and increased her revenue by 70% in her business, and now has expanded so much that she started a completely separate second type of business, although somewhat related, but completely different. And she is soaring. She is doing amazingly well. And this is just one example of many people who they get it, the light bulbs go off and they get it and they realize and they detach from all of the stories that they have been told or that they have either thought of themselves or have carried forward from lifetime to lifetime, and they let them go. One by one, by one, by one, they let them go. They let these clearings happen and they let them go. So when you know that, you allow this energy in. So I want you to take a breath because the energy is running really fast. And I really want you to focus on a desire that you would like. And I want it to be around the desire of money success. So we're gonna stop for a second here. And if you're able to sit down, that's wonderful, or lie down, that's fabulous, or however you feel comfortable. Some people do this standing, that is fine too, whatever is best for you. And I just want you to begin to focus on your breath. And I want you to breathe gently in through your nose and hold it for a moment. And breathe out through your mouth and hold it for a moment. And I want you to continue that type of breathing for as long as it feels comfortable. And then just begin to breathe naturally. And if you drift off into a sleep or a altered state, that is fine, because I am bringing your energy into a different field. So a lot of times people will sense it. They might feel it. Some people feel heat. Some people feel chills. Some people yawn. Your body begins to relax as you enter this field of ease. And ease is the frequency of the universal abundance field. So as you're allowing yourself to tune into these energies, I want you to call to mind money success. What does that mean to you? Define it for you. This journey is yours alone and no one else's. Does money success mean that you're doing a job that you love every day? Does it mean you have a certain amount in the bank accounts or the stock accounts or a certain number of homes or a yacht or a plane or whatever it is you want, a garden, 500 acres in the middle of nowhere? It doesn't matter. Call to mind what you consider money success. Does it mean when you hit the lottery, the jackpot? Is that your idea? Open up. Don't judge yourself if the inner critic pops up. I'm going to just clear them away when they do. I do see them popping up. Just going to allow that all to go away. And just allow yourself the freedom to really play with your imagination as to what you would define as money success right now. Not in the future, right now. What would that mean to you? And now that you have an idea, and it might grow and change over time, which is fine. Just take the definition of your money success and hold it there. I now want to combine it with your definition of money pleasures. What are things that you consider pleasurable? Are they walks through nature? Are they building an empire? Are they swimming with dolphins? Are they helping other people? Define money pleasures for yourself. Don't necessarily attach an amount to it, because what I'm seeing is people are desiring things, the desires are rising, and the mind is clicking in, trying to compute if possible. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move that out. Just going to use the clearing protocol to clear that out. And this is the game. I want you to look at it like a game. This is a game. Open up to what you want, your desires, your pleasures. And as your money success and your money pleasures begin to rise and become clearer, some energies are rising, and the predominant one is guilt. There's a couple of different frequencies related to the guilt that we're going to clear. And the first one that is the strongest in the field is guilty pleasures. The bodies are getting a little uncomfortable as they imagine receiving all of this money success and money pleasures. And this concept that floats around, I could see it, it's in the best way to call it is mass consciousness that floats around the planet, is this guilty pleasures. Oh, I can't have that, and that, and that, and that, and that. But that's the human side. We're going to go ahead and move that out and deactivate the guilty pleasures. And then we're going to actually deactivate guilt in general, because there's a misconception that if you have money success, and if you are experiencing pleasures from money, that you are somehow affecting or taking away from someone else. That is an incorrect analysis of money. The universal abundance field is expansive. There is no beginning, there is no end, and it's continually growing. Our energy works the same way. We're constantly evolving it, growing it, expanding it. And our money system is to work the same way. Think back to 500 years ago, the amount of money that circulated through the planet was very different than the amount of money that's here today. That's the expansiveness of it. So we're removing, deactivating, sending back to the nothingness from where it once came, the guilt, any and all guilt related to an influx of abundance. Because what you choose to do with that abundance will be how you show up in the relationship with it. And they want me to bring this in as an understanding for everyone. This program, this recoding modality, has a fail-safe attached to it. It cannot be used for anything other than love and light. That is important for everyone to understand. The frequency comes from the highest of the high and cannot be used for anything but that. So that is helping to deactivate a lot of these lower vibrations. Now I feel sort of some deep breaths coming. There was a little bit of fear. Oh my, if I have all this money, will I become different than I am? Would I do not good things with it? That is not, this work does not attract people like that. And if for any reason it did, it has the fail safe in it. It will not work for that individual. It's how it was built. It is how they communicated it to me right from the beginning. So there is no fear here that that will ever happen. So that's helping, I can feel that's helping a lot of what I'll call the light workers, the people who are really focused on doing a lot of good, not only for themselves, the people they love, but for the greater good of the planet. Creating really beautiful products and tools and assistance and making this planet what we all know it's supposed to be. So I'm going to be silent for a few minutes. If you feel anything coming up that you feel might prevent you from allowing money, success, and money pleasures as defined by you into your life right now, bring them up, and I'm going to run the clearing protocol to erase and eradicate and deactivate and send them back into the nothingness from which they once came. Mhm. And aligned with that, we are going to download permission, self-permission, permission by you to give yourself the ease that this tool provides for you. We're going to give you the self-permission frequency to allow yourself to be financially successful, to have the money and the pleasures that it can allot in life as defined by you. The self-permission to transform and change into this new being that you know you have always wished to be, to fully and wholly love yourself exactly as you are right here, right now, without conditions. To see yourself the way you are seen by love and light. To understand your uniqueness, your special frequency that only you carry into this planet at this time. There is no other you. As unique as your fingerprints, you have an energetic print, and there is no duplication. And the tool that we use for exchanging on this planet is here to help you to achieve that expression of that uniqueness. And what's channeling through now from the universal abundance field into your personal money field is the ease with allowing these changes to take place within you. You are sovereign. This work does not try to change you. It opens up avenues for you to step onto, into, and change through as so you see fit to do. Lots of fun, easiness, and joy is coming through right now. Some people are feeling it. They may even sense a smile coming on their face because they're understanding the inner shifts that are happening right now. As your consciousness that hears my voice is aligned with your subconsciousness, which is where the energy does its work, as they become congruent, as they become in resonance with one another, the shifts become easier. You become more aware of what you're thinking about money. And maybe for the first time in your whole life, you understand that money is a very good tool and is here to support you and help you and guide you, and that you are becoming one with it from an energy level perspective. So as you become more easy, your money becomes more easy. As you become more trusting, your money becomes more trusting. The money is becoming and understood as more of a mirror for you in order to help you and support you through your journey here on this planet, this very dense planet of a wide variety of frequencies. And what the money codes are doing right now is they're aligning you with the flow of ease. So as the energy continues to finish processing itself through your personal money field, I want you to claim that which is yours, that which you have determined, that which you have defined as money success and money pleasures. I want you to claim all of that into your now existence. And I just want you to relax in the knowing that it's all working out perfectly for you. And as you do that, I want you to repeat or allow these frequencies to repeat in your mind. If you want to speak them, you may speak them to yourself. I am financially successful now. I am now paid for doing things that I love, that I enjoy, that are my perfect expression of myself out into the world. I see success all around me in my personal money field and in my earthly experience. I experienced many money pleasures and know that this raises my vibration even higher than before. And I know that I am worthy of everything that is in my life right here, right now, and what is coming to me. So hold this vision and trust this process. And with that, the energy is complete. And when you think of money from this moment forward, you will smile, because internally you see it very different than you've ever seen it before. And more importantly, you vibrate differently within when you handle money, think of money, interact with money, talk about talk about money, talk about money and what you want to do with it. And you will also begin to attract more and more people who want to know what you've done to shift. So share what feels appropriate and just smile and allow this to be, it is done. So we thank the money codes, we thank all of the guides, we thank the universal abundance field, we thank all of you for stepping into this role and allowing you to be a conduit of change for this world, because you are one of the individuals who has been identified as a person who can impact a lot of people. You now, when you exchange your money with others and you smile and you know how and what it is that affects money and it affects the world. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for listening to this. I hope you've enjoyed all of the experiences we've had. And I really look forward to you coming to join the launch, the actual birth of them on 8/8, and to be attuned to the money codes, the foundation, the clearing, the flow, and the expansion attunements. It is going to be magical, and there are so many extra things that you'll experience depending on which package you choose, whatever's best for you. So I thank you for showing up. I appreciate you being here. And with everything, have a beautiful weekend ahead, and much love and joy and abundance to you now. Thank you. Bye.